Last Monday, using the backdrop of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, some 200 labor advocates and Logan International Airport workers rallied at the airport to call for a $15 an hour minimum wage for airport workers. The peaceful protest was described the call for higher pay as an important element of the social and economic justice King advocated during his lifetime as a civil rights leader. Organizers pointed out that Logan generates close to $9 billion a year in economic activity, and the low wages show a major injustice at the heart of an economic engine for the region. The planned civil disobedience did result in 6 arrests without incident. One of those arrested was SEUI Union Vice President for Local 615, Roxana Rivera, who joins us this morning. Also with us is Chelsea City Councilor at Large, Damali Vidot, who is a vocal supporter of the workers, and Karl Celis, a baggage handler and customer service agent at Logan Airport. Welcome to Urban Update. Thanks for coming in. Damali, let me start with you, and congratulations, by the way, on your election there in Chelsea. Why were you out there on Monday? You're an elected official. Why do you feel so strongly about this cause?
Well, living so close to the airport, a lot of my constituents are employees of the airport. My city is gentrifying, as well as a lot of cities in that area, and it's really hard for people to be able to make ends meet. Having the ability to unionize and have someone represent you while being an employee at the airport can make the difference as to whether you're getting paid $17 an hour with benefits or making minimum wage and having to depend on government assistance. And me being elected by the people, I feel it's important for me to be able to be there to speak on their behalf.
Okay. Now, Roxana Rivera, you were willing to put yourself out there. You protested and be arrested. Tell me why.
I don't think there's a better way to celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King by, getting arrested and protesting, given that he actually, was assassinated just standing with sanitation workers. And the fight for the airport workers is a fight for justice at the airport, and many of the folks are immigrants and women of color, people of color, and that even though they work full-time at the airport, they have to rely on public assistance. We think that's wrong. I think that's wrong, and anything that we can do to not make these workers invisible is important, and so I felt strongly about that, and not only myself but others also took that step as well.
So you were arrested, you were put in a holding cell. Did they put those handcuffs, those ties behind your back?
Yes.
Did it hurt?
It was uncomfortable.
Okay. Well, you made your point. Okay, it was worth it, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Karl, talk to us about your real-life situation. What do you do at Logan? How much do you get paid? And what would a difference would that make in your life?
So I'm a part-time employee at G2 Secure South, which is a contractor for the various airlines at Logan Airport. And what I do is baggage handling, customer service, and I'm also a full-time student at UMass Boston. And the impact it would have on workers would be that it would help with their livelihoods. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, now, and you get paid how much?
$11 an hour.
$11 an hour. Now, Damali, would you like to see more? Do you think that more elected officials like yourself should be getting involved in this, taking a position on this? And have you reached out to any?
Absolutely. I haven't reached out to anybody. I just kind of do what I have to do. I did reach out to some of my, some people who helped me within my campaign, and part of the people who are I'm an activist by nature, so a lot of the people I'm associated with. But I definitely feel that elected officials, you're voted in by the people and you have an obligation to represent them. We have corporations and these big businesses making money off the backs of people who can't speak the language, who can't defend themselves. And if we're not going to speak on their behalf, then I don't think we're worthy of being in that office.
Roxana, I guess, what needs to happen to make this a reality? Who holds the cards? Who are you aiming your fire at?
So I think it's twofold. One is the airlines. So the airlines have created this situation where they've outsourced the jobs of folks that clean the planes, handle the baggage, wheelchair assistants. So they basically have gone to low road contractors that basically now create these poor working conditions. And so the airlines can really invest in more high road contractors that can pay decent livable wages.
Karl, I guess, so as a baggage handler who makes $11 an hour, I guess, what do you want to say to the powers that be about why you think it is so important that the minimum wage be raised?
If anyone puts in their time and labor into any job, regardless at the airport or wherever else in the country, they deserve decent wages. They deserve fair and just wages. And to echo what Bernie Sanders has said throughout his campaign is that everyone deserves $15 an hour because everyone deserves fair and just wages.
So you're feeling the burn there. Roxana, I guess, do you feel that this protest was a success? And I guess, where do you see things going from here?
So we definitely feel it was a success. First, our goal was to have a peaceful process, which we felt we accomplished. We also wanted to make sure that the travelers know that poverty wages and poverty jobs still exist at airport, and that we believe that's wrong. And so we feel that we have accomplished that.
And again, you're talking about as we said in the intro here, a $9 billion industry for the region here. And that's the point you want to press on to everyone as well. Well, we're going to have to wrap it up there because we're out of time. Karl, Celis, Roxana, Rivera, and Damali, Vidot, thank you all for coming, and good luck with your cause. Okay, that's it for this edition of Urban Update. I'm Byron Barnett for all of us here at Urban Update. Have a great Sunday, everyone, and don't forget, go Pats, bring back a win from Denver today. See you next week.